where we experience God's favor, a life where we see God's blessings in our lives, a life where we are growing and just becoming like Christ and just making an impact in this world. I believe all of us want that. Over the years, I've watched Christians live with that desire and yet not really realize it. And one of the things that I have found out and learned is that it is possible to faithfully come to church and yet live a life where you are deceiving yourself. You can remember many of the sermons you've heard, you've done Bible studies, you've gone to camps, attended conferences. As far as people are concerned, you are a faithful Christian who faithfully attends church meetings where the word is preached and declared. And it's possible to be such a good boy, a good girl, and yet be living a life where you are deceiving yourself. And the main reason is simple, and it's found in James. And I want to read this in James chapter 1, verse 22. And this is what scripture says. It says, "But be doers of the word and not hearers only, deceiving yourselves." Interesting. It is possible for me to hear the word and just end there. It is possible for me to live a life where I am only a hearer of the word and not a doer of the word. And I think that's the story of many people in church, is that we are great at hearing. There are many opportunities now. We have apps on our phones. There are many radio broadcast TV stations where the gospel is preached. You can tune in at any time and just hear the word, and it's great. But I think we deceive ourselves if we just end at that. We are great at seeking the next powerful word, the next powerful preacher, just to hear what they have to say. But many times we just hear and hear and hear and just end there. But scripture says we must become doers of the word. And that's the message this morning. Become a doer of the word. Because if you're just a hearer, you deceive yourself. Because being blessed really comes to those that are doers of the word. So as you go about today, as you go about your Christian walk, I want you to pause and just check yourself. Am I living a life where I'm deceiving myself? I'm a hearer of the word. I feel comfortable because I listen. I'm going around confessing these scriptures, and yet I don't do the work. I don't do what scripture is commanding me. I don't become a doer. I don't take this word and action it and do as I am commanded, because the blessing comes when I do the word, not when I hear the word. So I call you this morning, be a doer of the word and not a hearer. And if you do that, become a doer, you will be blessed. But if you just continue being a hearer, you are deceiving yourself.